Welcome to a video summary of the Sony VPL-VW260ES projector. You can read the full in-depth review via the link in the description or by clicking the card at the top right of the video. The VW260ES is Sony's latest native 4K SXRD projector, and it's been designed to hit a much lower price point compared to previous Sony 4K projectors. As such, the VW260 retails for £5,199. To reach this lower price point, Sony have dropped a few features. So the VW260 doesn't have a motorised lens cover, nor does it have a dynamic iris or a lens memory feature. However, it uses the same chassis with a textured matte finish and a choice of black or white. There's a centrally mounted glass and plastic lens array with air exhaust vents on either side of the lens and an air intake around the lens itself. There are some indicator lights on the top right hand corner as you face the projector, and some basic controls on the right hand side should you misplace the remote. At the rear is the connector for the power cable. Over on the left hand side are the connections, and there are two HDMI inputs which support high dynamic range, specifically HDR10, hybrid log gamma and HDCP 2.2. There's also an Ethernet port, an RS-232 serial connector, an IR in, two 12-volt triggers and a USB port. The VW260 comes with Sony's standard remote control, which is comfortable to hold and sensibly laid out. It includes all the buttons that you'll need to set up and control the projector, as well as a backlight which is handy for using the remote in the dark. Setting up the VW260 is very straightforward thanks to its motorised lens controls, and the menu system is simple but effective, with all the controls sensibly laid out and labelled, including all the calibration controls. The out-of-the-box grayscale definitely could have been better, and there was an obvious excess of red and a deficit of blue, which resulted in yellow tinge to whites, although the gamma was tracking around our 2.4 target. There was a 2-point white balance control which allowed us to reduce red and increase blue, resulting in a much better level of accuracy with all the errors now below 1. The out-of-the-box colour accuracy was better, aside from the yellow push resulting from the errors in the grayscale, and the luminance performance was good. Once we'd calibrated the grayscale, it was easy to deliver a reference colour performance with the colour management system, with accurate saturation tracking across the Rec 709 colour gamut. The performance with HDR was also impressive for a projector, with the VW260 tracking the PQ EOTF very closely, whilst the native colour gamut was a reasonable 65% of Rec 2020 and 98% of DCI P3 within Rec 2020, with excellent tracking of the saturation points. The VW260 is a bright projector and is reasonably quiet in operation even when in its high lamp mode. The combination of an accurate grayscale and colour gamut, along with some very impressive video processing, resulted in superbly detailed and natural looking images. The motion handling was good and the picture was very detailed. However, the black levels were slightly disappointing and the ability to resolve shadow detail could have been better. This may have been due to the increased brightness, but this did mean that the VW260 also delivered a great HDR performance with good peak highlights and accurate colours. Ultimately, the VW260 is a great projector, aside from some weaker black levels, but it will struggle against cheaper competition which might not be native 4K, but is stronger in other areas. However, the Sony VPL-VW260ES delivered a good performance overall and is worthy of an AV Forum's recommended badge. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. And don't forget, you can find more reviews, news, articles and videos like this at avforums.com, Europe's largest community for TVs, home cinema, movies, games, tech and gadgets. Thanks for watching.